hedge fund industry has been feeling significant pressure to reduce its opaqueness in order to alleviate investor and regulator demands and concerns. Joining me today is Katherine Hill, Managing Director of Palladio Alternative Research in Geneva. With 8 years of experience in the hedge fund industry, she discusses the developments in the industry and the biggest trends to look out for during the next year or two. Welcome to the show, Katherine. It's great to have you here today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, now, first of all, what kind of hedge funds are people allocating to in these volatile times?
Well, in these volatile times, people have been directing their money towards equity hedge and relative value hedge funds. What's interesting about that is if you look at who's performing well and the size of the hedge fund itself. Now, the funds that are performing well are actually not those strategies. The best performing hedge funds are fixed income hedge funds and things like niche strategies such as healthcare or mortgages. But the money's going to the large hedge funds, the top 10%, the multi-billion-dollar hedge funds. But the research actually shows that smaller emerging managers, the small to mid-size, under $1 billion, are actually the hedge fund strategies and managers that are performing the best. So where the money's going and where the performance is a mismatch.
But what about the importance of due diligence in the investment process? That's
incredibly important, especially after something like a Madoff happened. But what's interesting is you still see in the press every day these investors will give their money away to a manager that they possibly have never even met, that a simple even Google search could provide them information of why they should be a little careful. What's amazing to me is that people can be so frivolous with their money, especially to an industry that's notorious for having frauds.
Well, regulation and the level of transparency have been huge, major concerns for investors for some time. But since the aftermath of 2008, there have been some significant changes in the hedge fund industry, hasn't there?
Absolutely. By and large, legitimate hedge funds have become a lot more transparent. They establish a very good dialogue with their investors. They will take you through the whole process of their portfolio, of their trades. This is a very important fact that's happening in our industry because they want investors to feel comfortable with what they do, but on the opposite of that, it's a red flag if a hedge fund manager does not want to show you these things, does not want to open up their books. A hedge fund manager that is not able to communicate their strategy to you or how they make money is a big red flag.
If that is the case, what do you think would be the biggest trends or developments in the hedge fund industry over the next 1 to 2 years?
Definitely in our industry, there will be greater transparency. There will be more government regulation. Now, government regulation isn't always a good thing, but it can help in some cases. Also, managed accounts. A managed account allows an investor to see daily the trades that the hedge fund manager made. Now, you have to have the ability to sift through that information and know what it means. This year alone, there have been 25 M&A deals in the hedge fund industry, and I think that trend will continue.
Now, Katherine, before we run out of time, I also understand that you're part of a global organization called 100 Women in Hedge Funds. Tell me about that.
Yes, this is an organization I'm really proud to be a member of. It started in New York City in 2001, and now it's global. Each year, we choose a local charity that we raise money for. Here in Geneva, we're raising money for a charity called Cor Portus, and they provide cardiac surgeries for children in emerging market countries. We're going to have a fantastic gala on November 24th at the Hotel Kempinski, and we'll have a personal appearance by the lead singer of the Go-Go's, Belinda Carlisle. So I hope everyone will join us to raise money for this fantastic charity.
Well, keep up the good work, and I hope it all works out well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.